What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay.
I'm Craig.
Tiff.
And we've had coaching moves already get started.
Some people got to get fired.
Shocking. Yeah.
He was called. He was happy.
I was dead. Well, until they announced that it was just Daboll. Because I think Bowen needs to go. Like, before Daboll, Bowen should have been gone. I don't understand why Bowen still has a job. But we'll see from there. I'm wondering if maybe they knew they were going to bump Kafka up to interim. Who are we going to bump up to interim DC?
And
so
sometimes when you fire one, you don't necessarily have to fire the other.
They're not trying to clear house all at once either.
Yeah. So,
right.
Well, we'll see on that. But before we get into all the coaching and stuff, we have an unfortunate, injury already took place. But Travis Hunter, who was out with the knee, turns out there's LCL damage, and he's going in for surgery to take care of that. But thus will be ending his season.
But see, that's the problem.
His injury happened at practice, though. That's the one thing. It didn't happen in the game.
But that's the problem when you have one player, two positions. You just lost two players. So now they have two players out there. He ain't used them a lot, but he started to get more and more
on both sides.
Sides.
You're going to come back from this injury next year. Are you really going to be able to go all defensive snaps?
Well, the one thing was, it wasn't the main it wasn't the ACL, the PCL, but the LCL. You know how
it's a minor, but
and they just figured, you know what? Let's just shut them down. You know why? Because they suck.
They suck, and you might as well wait until next season.
This is that. But I was just thinking, you know how we're halfway through the season.
Mm-hmm.
More than half the quarterbacks this year just suck.
They're terrible. Well, it's not even just this year. Like Brady and some of them old quarterbacks have been starting to say it. They're moving towards athleticism so much they don't care if these kids can't mentally process the game. And once you get to the pros, you get a year or two where your athleticism is going to beat you. Then they're going to be able to scheme beat you. And once that happens, almost all these guys are falling off.
And the thing is, this is the ones where you're seeing they go to bad teams and you get the late bloomers like Sam Darnold. He was on a bad Jets team. Then he got sent to a Panthers team. Then he went to a team where he was able to actually sit and learn. Behind that year he sat in San Francisco. Then he went to Minnesota. You saw the intangibles he's already had, but he was able to put it together. And now in Seattle, you're like, dang.
And I think that's some of the problem is only certain. You literally have to get one of these offenses that are molding quarterbacks.
Yeah,
because I think that's why people that were hesitant about getting rid of Daboll is because
he's a quarterback.
He looks like him and Dart are getting a thing. Dart looks really.
Unfortunately,
but if you can't be the whole head coach,
unfortunately, it's not Dart's fault that he came in on his fourth year and his record it is what it is.
Because honestly, if it wasn't for that first year playoff, he's been trash. He's been gone even before. Yeah, like the only reason he's got so much of a leash is because he won Coach of the Year, won a playoff game, and it looked like, oh shit, okay, he's getting that Giants team better. But it's been absolutely awful. Just like we say with athletic quarterbacks, once they kind of got a grip to the scheme.
That's it.
They couldn't execute any farther than that.
20, 40, and 1.
I think he's better.
Your record.
I think he's a better coordinator. I think that's what Josh McDaniels, apparently all of
Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips
was a better coordinator. He was not a good head coach.
Yeah.
It's too many people to keep, and he's got a very I'll do it myself mentality. But the whole team needs you, so so you can't really focus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need you over here too. So that means then you gotta have then you gotta be like Belichick, where you have a good everything. You're surrounded by great coaches, so you can move everybody where they need to go because your OC is great and your DC is great, and
yeah.
And that's what New England had. They were all he had really good sub coaches. But you don't have that. Sorry.
But going in with this, I also wanted, figured we'd talking about people that we think can take over as head coach and stuff. And as I was going through that, I realized that we're going to kind of have to go over the people that are on the hot seat because there's about 3 or 4 coaches that if they don't make it out of the season would be not even looking for another job, would be a possible maybe. And with how certain things are going, they might not be staying in that team. And I would have to say the guys I'm thinking of are John Harbaugh in Baltimore, Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh. I don't think Aaron Glenn. I think the clean house shows they're planning on letting Aaron Glenn rebuild.
They're giving him a chance.
Yeah. And then Woody Johnson coming out and when he threw Justin Fields on the bus, he flat out said that he felt like Aaron Glenn got a lot of things better. It's just they need to rebuild the offense. So I don't think people talking about that being I don't think that's a possibility. I think he's clearly showing he's going to go.
You think McDaniel could be
Miami?
I don't know if he
No, he's
fine.
fine.
Head coach
He's gone.
either.
I think he's a better coordinator. So yeah, that was definitely one I was going to bring him up because he's probably losing his job.
Well,
Stefanski in Cleveland.
If they keep winning, they're gonna get back in the cycle again.
But
that's how that goes. If Dolphins start winning again, they will get in the cycle.
If he somehow wins out and does something crazy, and they all rally behind him, they might look at it. But
that's how Tomlin keeps his job. Because right when you're like, oh, Tomlin's done, they start winning, and only thing even when they lose in the end, especially like they just don't make it to the playoffs. A lot of people tend to remember
they had a winning season.
They had a winning season.
Only one team wins the Super Bowl. So on some fronts, by the end of the season, it's like, well, they didn't win the playoffs. Well, technically,
and then if the team that wins the Super Bowl or even make it to the Super Bowl is who beat you in the playoffs,
which
that's
happens
already
a lot.
forgotten because clearly,
honestly, I could even say Kevin O'Connell can't be on the hot seat. Minnesota.
You think so?
You know why?
Because he had so many. Well, would that be him or would that be a GM thing?
Because they got rid of Cousins and they started.
Well, it all depends on how JJ plays the rest of the year. If he plays like he did Sunday, if he plays good, if he plays out well, where it's like, okay, we're going to move forward, I don't think they're going to bother. But if he bombs out like he was starting to look, because right before he got hurt, he was looking terrible.
Yeah.
And with Daniel Jones playing so well, and who else was there? Sam Darnold playing so well in Seattle. And they had somebody else that was playing there that it was just like, it still would have been better than where you're at. But I think that is 100% predecessed on J.J. McCarthy playing well.
We'll see.
You think we'll ever see Cousins again? I know it's like coaches. I just thought about it.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. It just popped in my head.
I don't know on that. But
ADHD.
I think Harbaugh and Tomlin are on the same boat. If they don't make the playoffs, they're gone.
I think it'd be crazy to fire Harbaugh. Like
Ravens' schedule favors them, so as long as they win out, they'll make the playoffs.
Joe Burrow should be back next week.
You can't have
a game down behind them.
Hold on. You can't have one bad season. That's the spoilest thing I've ever heard. Like, who are you?
It's so many endings so badly, and now you're not even making the.
And a lot of these ownerships
they were getting better though. It's not like they were getting worse.
Yeah, and they lived off of what they've done, and now they're like.
But I think that's the other problem. Tiff, when was those Super Bowls?
Oh,
they were 20 years ago. They were 15 years. I know as a Dallas fan, that's not that long. But how many coaches have y'all gone through? Because that's not good enough.
You would take a Harbaugh. Like
I would. But
you're hoping they fire these people. That's what this is. It's sabotage. Like, if I was you, I would get rid of them.
I think they're to the point they need to change the scenery. It's been getting worse and worse.
You run over your mom to get Tomlin, okay? She just.
Okay, see, now I'm going to have to go into the people that I think and I would like to hire. We'll have to get to that because you keep going to. It's not even the Tomlin. I think Antonio Pierce or John Gruden would be the best coaches.
I don't know if you're going to get Gruden. You think they'll let Gruden back?
He's getting a lot of support from people that are important. The media outlets are kind of starting to like.
The media outlets can be as important as they want. He went against the Shield and won. So it's all about the Shield.
Yeah, but Goodell and the Shield like to try to make themselves look like the good guy. They lost. So now they're the bad guy. You bring him back, you let him coach. See, we learn from our mistakes. You can't act like you didn't lose. You can't act like you weren't the bad guy. Now you just look like a petty asshole.
I mean, they are starting to uncancel people.
They are starting to uncancel people. Marshall Falk is starting to show up in broadcast. Warren Sapp is starting to show up in broadcast again.
Look, I'm all for the second chances. So, but it's going to be interesting to see. Like, it's so... the funny thing is about... When you think about it, it's all hearsay until we see it happen. Like, you know what? That's glad
yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't even know who we're going to get.
Y'all need a coach too.
That's right. You fired yours too, right?
I've been hearing that Marcus Freeman might be in consideration for our job too. So that might be somebody y'all may be looking at.
You think Eberflus is gone?
Yes, he should be.
You hope so.
I hope, but with them just keep getting people, I feel like Jerry, he'll
keep hearing Mike McCarthy for us too.
I think you gotta already be fixed for Mike to come in.
Mike doesn't elevate. He just
he keeps it where it's that he like coasting.
I'm not cool.
I don't think Mike's gonna make it better.
Okay, here's a short list that was put out of people that have been apparently heard in conversations. Mike Kafka, our OC, staying as head coach, which that would be predecessor on how the rest of this year.
Goes,
if this year goes well, then they might like Jeff Hafley, which is the DC for the Packers.
Okay.
Which we just saw. Their offense is trash, but that defense is damn good.
That game.
What about Chargers DC, the one with Jim Harbaugh? They said he might be getting it.
That is true. That is, I've heard some talk. Lane Kiffin, because of the Jackson Dart thing.
Who do you think is the OC? You said there was an OC that.
I don't know who that would be. There was an OC that came out from one of the winning teams and anonymously quoted that with Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors, and Cam Scatterboo, whatever system they run, they were like, if I could bring that system there, yeah, I'd take that job in a heartbeat.
But you don't know.
But they didn't release who the person is.
But you got speculations. Who do you think?
I don't know.
It could be Seattle's OC. It could
be Seattle. It could be Detroit. It could be the Rams.
Yeah. Lions.
It could be the Kansas City. I said Detroit.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I'm here. Spagnola's name is starting to be thrown up again.
Spags ain't coming back.
And the only thing that might get him is because of the come on, you won 2 Super Bowls with us, dude. You don't want to be the head coach and do that?
Yeah, but he's like
your legacy.
But he's like,
I want to let y'all roll.
And you know what he's gonna say? I won 3 in Kansas City too.
Yeah, that's true.
What more?
I'm hearing Lou Anarumo.
Oh, okay.
That DC for the Colts.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was the DC for somebody else beforehand too, and somebody else good, and they fired him, and people kind of couldn't understand. It might have been Philly.
When you have when you have a defensive person be your head coach, they gotta get the right offensive mind game.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing, because the defensive head coaches, they'll get your defense together.
Sometimes they do well though.
Yes, but they're not calling plays.
No.
Yeah.
Except Dan Campbell was calling plays.
Was he?
Yeah, he has been calling plays. But he's the tight end. He's
he called plays. That's what this last game.
That's why he had the glasses.
He was calling plays last game.
Okay.
So he had the old people glasses on. Yeah, that's why.
That's my first time seeing him on a play sheet actually calling calls. I was like,
defense. I felt like he was. I felt like he should have been more on the ground. I felt like sometimes when the boys. Am I wrong?
Dan Quinn.
I'm thinking Dan Quinn. Who are you talking about?
Dan Campbell, Lions head coach.
No, I'm thinking Dan Quinn. No, Dan Campbell remind me of a wrestler. I'm sorry. Dan Campbell. I'm getting people doing. Yeah. Campbell reminds me of a wrestler. No, I didn't know he was calling plays.
Yeah.
Because Dan Quinn is defense, so that's what threw me off.
And he's starting to call. He just took over
the defensive play calling. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay. That's what I did. I'm like, no, I didn't know that. I'm like, so he just universal.
He just does everything? Yeah. I'm hearing Cliff Kingsbury is a possible.
But no, sure, I didn't know Campbell was calling. So
that last year,
if you look what Kyler did with Arizona, I think with a better quarterback, that that offense could have.
Kyler's hindrance is his height. He's really too short to play.
He's too short to play.
He
has to run around.
He can't see over his lineman.
And then if you're playing underneath coverage, he can't see the receiver past you.
Well, that's the problem.
Russ, he has to be able to roll out
and he can't move like he used to. So
he can't roll out.
He just throws it away.
Yeah. And so I think if you took Cliff King, if you see what Jaden Daniels is doing, I think if you took that and put it in New York, I think it would work. I think Jackson Dart could run the Jaden Daniels offense.
It's gonna be interesting.
And I think our wide receiving core overall is actually more talented.
It's going to be interesting to see how the season ends, who gets fired at the end of the season, and what happens. Because there's going to be a lot. Black Monday is going to be serious.
Like I said, I mean, they think.
You think you're going to be disappointed?
Kevin Stefanski might be gone.
I don't trust the Titans.
I am right. We're probably going to have back-to-back number 1 picks.
Yeah.
Which could be a good
thing. Especially New England. New England is doing well right now.
Look.
I try. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They ain't all their sake.
We don't have a couch. I'm sorry.
like, come on. Like, I'm so happy for Vrabel on so many different things. And that's why when you have a young quarterback, you need to get the right coach behind them.
Yeah.
And you see that Vrabel came in, got the defense together, and because he inherited Josh McDaniels, Josh McDaniels stayed in his position. Look at them.
Yeah.
They're flourishing.
That's why I'd love to have Kafka stay as OC and have an Antonio Pierce or something take over as head coach.
As coach.
Because like I said, the best I've seen the Raiders look.
Your defense thing.
Yeah. The best I've seen the Raiders look, barring Rich Gannon, was when Antonio Pierce took over as interim head coach after Josh McDaniels got fired that season. They almost made the playoffs. They were contending. They beat Kansas City.
That's not true. They did good those couple years with John Gruden.
Oh, that's right. They were starting to be better until he got fired. Yeah.
And then remember also that one season Derek Carr broke his leg. They were great.
They were doing pretty well.
And
until he broke his leg. Yeah.
That season when they fired McDaniels and Antonio Pierce took over, that team really took a step up.
Because Josh McDaniels doesn't know how to be a head coach. He just doesn't.
He's just a good coordinator.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me think Antonio, because you got a team that disorganized, that just off. And AP just hops in and takes it and got it.
But he knows how to instill culture. He knows how to rally the men. Some people just aren't good at that.
Yeah, and I think AP can do that with our defense. Oh my God, the things he could do knowing he has a front like that, and then our linebacking core is kind of damaged. So he's gonna have like Darren McFadden should be in the back next year.
Gruden tried to throw his hat in, didn't he?
Jay Gruden
yeah.
was asked if he thought John would want the job, and he was like, "Well, there's no way." He doesn't at least kind of have an interest. I can't tell you whether he would do it, but there's no way he's not interested. That's a pretty good job right now. So
so he threw the hat for him.
Yeah, I could see Floor losing this job if they don't make the playoffs and they're getting really shifty.
Flores could be up too.
We ain't gonna be able to get fired for this.
You don't think so?
No, that's true.
He's suing us for being racist.
Well, then we don't want him.
He might drop it.
He might.
I'll drop it, Johnny, this time.
Yeah, he might drop it.
I'm fine.
No. Are you guys surprised by any this week? Were you surprised by anything that happened this week, like in football period?
I didn't expect that Philly Packers game to be that ass.
Oh my God. In the 4th and 9, I was like, why aren't you going for the field goal? And then what happened? You could have tied it at least for the field goal.
Brought up during the interview with McAfee. Like, yeah, that game kind of wasn't very good.
He likes sports. He's
always that was not very good. Like, they don't even have to be full-fledged sports people, and everybody's like, man, that game.
I couldn't believe it. The halftime was like 0-0.
It was 0-0.
I'm watching video game streamers, and I'm having like, hey, y'all are sports fans, right? And like the guys that are like, yeah. And they're like, yeah, I don't watch football a lot, but that game sucked, right? And they're like, yes, that game sucked.
Nothing was happening.
Nothing.
It's not even like, oh, great
defense. It took 3 hours for a field goal.
It was nothing. And like I said, so here you are, you're trying to go for it. I'm like, yeah, the way this night is going, you should have kicked. And he should have kicked it because that night was just not.
The way I was like, the Eagles should lose this game.
They both should have lost. Well, they couldn't do anything.
I think what's wrong with the Packers is I think they're blaming the wide receivers. And I think it's 50-50, the wide receivers and Jordan Love. Because the problem is, the reason a drop is so detrimental is because that boy can't put the ball on him the rest of the time. Oh, damn. He finally gave you a good pass and you dropped it. Yeah, we're not going to mention the 5 overthrows before that. So now it's dire that he dropped the ball because you can't get the ball where it needs to go.
He's running for his life. So I did this all I could to get this ball here. I did a lot to get the ball there.
That's a LaFleur thing. He's the offense guy.
Yeah. And you drop it.
Because you're right. They have been talking about, because I think Marcus Spears was like, everybody's sitting there talking about this offensive line is atrocious. So why do y'all think they're a Super Bowl team? They're not going to a Super Bowl if their line is trash.
He's running around.
He does not get time.
No, he doesn't. So
Josh Jacobs has to make miracles to run.
He was still producing. He was the biggest contributor, right? And receiving. Yeah. I was like,
but then, like I said, then the problem is you give Jordan Love time, you give him an open receiver, he's gonna miss him.
Or they drop it.
And then if he does manage to 1 in 5 passes, put it where it's supposed to go,
they drop
it. So nobody on that offense but Josh Jacobs is anything but trash.
So like the defense looked good, but they didn't look like the defense didn't look great.
Oh yeah, it just looked like Philly couldn't execute as usual.
It wasn't like a full.
Philly's offense is having an identity problem. They don't know what the fuck is wrong.
Yeah. AJ Brown said, "If I'm on your fantasy team, drop me."
That's what he said.
Because he's not just useless.
They won't throw him the ball.
Which is, yeah.
And like they're acting like he's a decoy. They're acting like he's a decoy, but
he'll be open.
Nobody else is scoring.
Like, yeah, because I think Eli, when I was watching the
the pick when we blew them out. The flop pick, AJ Brown was wide open in the end zone.
I'm talking the game Monday.
Really?
He was wide open, and
So maybe Hurts don't like AJ. Like maybe they don't get along.
Maybe he don't see him. I don't know. Like
he throws Devontae all the time.
The biggest guy on the
He
field.
throws Devontae all the time. Devontae gets receptions.
Yeah.
I
He
don't
throws
know.
to Johan Johnson.
Maybe he don't trust him.
Dotson. We've got Dotson here.
What
And he
he
throws to Goddard.
If he don't trust it,
I
he'll
don't
get
think
it.
it's a trust. I don't think he likes him.
What does love got to do with it? Like, what is this?
If I don't use you, maybe they'll get rid of you.
What is
And
that?
the thing about the
team
team Jalen Hurts is okay is so
He's the
we're
only
winning.
quarterback that can run the tush push.
But that is like, but they're
And he
winning.
gives his Socrates knowledge, and we gotta act like this bum is good.
Like they're winning. You know they're not gonna get rid of if you're winning.
He's nailing your numbers.
Well,
They're
you're
good
right.
last
He's
week.
not-
He's
If it's not
managing
broke,
he's
you don't
managing the
fix
game and they're winning.
Like
He's right.
Jalen, your numbers weren't good last week. They haven't been good most of the season.
Yeah, but I'm 11.
All we are is dust in the wind.
But we finished the season 12-5. We're in the playoffs.
They go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But
So
I still don't know how they won the Super Bowl, but they won it, and I knew like they did. When the horseshoe is just there,
It just, it doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. And then they help the win. Oh, false start. Oh, now you see false start.
Yeah.
but there's two clearly better NFC teams than them. If they so that I don't think they have the firepower.
But they're winning, so they can beat
They
them.
should have beat. There's a bunch of teams that should have beat them.
Yeah.
We should have beat them the second time. Green Bay should have beat them. A lot of teams should have beat them. They should have lost every game so far.
If they did go for that field goal and then win the overtime, who to say the Eagles would have won? They could not score the second half. Like this is the most I've seen them score the second half in a while. And why? Because they didn't score the first half.
Yeah.
But yet they're winning. It doesn't make sense, but such was life. It was a lot of teams I was surprised that won this weekend though. So
Buffalo, you're a travesty.
They're terrible. They're the most overrated team in the league by far. Josh Allen is the most overrated quarterback.
Like I saw
He may be one of the most overrated quarterbacks of
the
all time.
Ravens won,
like
right? Didn't
the Ravens won.
Yeah.
It wasn't pretty, but they won.
Like,
The Vikings made too many mistakes. Let's put it that way. I think the Vikings made too many mistakes, and the Ravens did just enough.
Yeah, I mean, the Panthers lost, right?
Yeah,
They should have won.
the Saints came out and punched them in the mouth.
Yeah, it's like the Cardinals. Like you beat Dallas, but yeah.
Oh no, the Seahawks had them beat from the opening whistle.
It didn't matter.
Still,
Dexter Lawrence had a resurgence.
that's not my point.
DeMarcus Lawrence, yes.
That's not my
Dexter
point.
Lawrence ain't doing shit.
DeMarcus Lawrence had a resurgence. Dexter's actually the one who's helping the other ones get the sacks.
They beat Dallas, and then like it's just
Relatively. He's getting beat. Go back and watch. He's getting pushed around a little
Is
bit.
he? I
He is
gotta
not-
the Lions Commanders. That's just mean.
He'll have one play where he's getting triple team, and the next play where he's just getting washed out. Like, especially
Okay.
run plays, he has not been valid.
I said the Lions Commanders. The Lions was just mean.
Yeah, I knew that was going to
That
happen.
was just mean.
Jahmyr Gibbs. Him and Jonathan Taylor running away with this thing.
Yeah.
Running back wise, it's like you can't stop him.
Yeah.
Even when you think you got him.
DJ was starting to look a little DJ.
Yeah, I think that Colts is going to fall off. He's starting to give the DJ.
See?
I'm starting to see Daniel.
The interceptions.
he ended up playing. He ended up getting together at the end.
But it was all because
Yeah.
it was all because the coach was probably like, "Hey, hand the fucking ball off."
Just hand it. Just hand it to JT. Hand it to JT. Hand it to JT.
When you time to throw to Tyler Warren or Alex Pierce. People have been thinking on Alex Pierce. He's been showing up a lot more too.
I thought the Steelers were going to do more.
Nope. Aaron Rodgers does not want to get hit. Have you noticed
he
that
can't get-
he won't take a hit? He'll be like, nope. He'll throw it away before he gets hurt. He's like, no.
And so he shouldn't be a Steelers because they will let you get hit.
Yeah, of course.
You have to
And
get
DK is a shell of himself.
Mm-hmm.
And they have nobody else.
Yeah.
No one else.
Yeah.
Nobody else shows up when DK
Nope.
gets shut down.
No one. No separation. Nothing. Trash.
If you cover DK,
Jalen Warren's the only one who actually came in that game and played.
Yeah.
San Fran, hats off to you. I'm going to say there's no way that y'all should even be competing.
Yeah, that's insane. Because the Rams won, right?
Rams won.
But it was really close.
They
Yeah.
put up a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should have been a blowout.
Yeah, they put up a fight. I tell you, whenever I say the Panthers are going to win, they lose. So
Yeah, that is true.
how much do I hate? I don't hate the Panthers, but still.
The Broncos are starting to look. They just don't look like.
I don't think Bo Nix is good.
The Broncos.
I don't think he's good.
Because the way they're winning.
I think the defense is so dominant that he makes a couple good plays. He had one or two good drives through the game, and they win the game.
I won't say he's not good. He's a rhythm player, so he has to get.
Yeah, and if you could throw him off that rhythm, which isn't that hard.
If you get him off his rhythm, then he got to start all. You watch him.
But
so
their defense keeping the game.
He got in a mode, and once he get going,
he
hard
could
to
go,
stop the train.
and we can't. We
And
weren't.
But he starts.
I will
all
also
over.
say this: that with that they get that lucky fourth quarter. This is just that season where
There's
either it's going their way.
There's a Romo-ish about him a little bit, like, oh, I got 2 minutes, like,
Yeah.
well, where was this bro next?
Yeah.
And then they'll win the game on last minute field goal or he'll run it in. But what I will say is, I gave you a lot of crap last season, but Caleb Williams,
He's starting to look like a guy, and he's starting to get a little clutch.
Yeah,
He's still.
I mean, I'm not talking about the character of the guy outside.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about football.
He's producing.
Yeah, but when defenses can't hit him, that's when he's
and then
garbage.
he just like, and then you just
And if
watch
you get
him.
like a team like the Lions,
Ben Johnson.
yeah, but you get a team like the Lions, Aiden is going to tee off on it.
The NFC North is good. I mean,
I expect a lot from the Bears.
Like,
That's not their fault.
I don't think Pittsburgh can beat many people, but because of how Pittsburgh plays, I think they beat the Bears because Caleb can't play defenses that can chase him down.
If you start hitting him,
And that's all the Steelers can do.
You gotta hit him.
Yeah.
If you hit him,
He starts panicking.
he starts just throwing it wherever it wants to be.
I'm gonna be honest. If the Bengals lose this week, shut down Joe Burrow for the rest of the season.
And don't worry about it. Yeah.
Because there's no point in getting him hurt.
The sad part is they're only like a game and a half behind everybody, which is just pathetic. Same thing with the Ravens. Like the fact they went 1-5, that's
season's
sad.
been like that. Because even the best teams still don't seem that off by themselves.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. We got rid of undefeateds pretty early.
Yeah.
I think the person who wins the Super Bowl is going to have at least 3 losses. 3 or 4
Probably.
losses.
You do?
3 or
Yeah.
4
I
losses.
mean, yeah.
Almost every team has
I
at least
agree.
2 already.
At least 2, right?
Yeah.
No. Who has one? There's not one.
I don't think there's a single.
Everybody else has
team.
2.
Like,
2 out,
yeah.
Yeah.
There's not yet, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
This football season is so up and down.
Because the coaches look, they about to run away, and then
they started
when
to
they look bad, they
bobble
look
and-
bad. So I think that,
Yeah.
that humanized them a lot, which I don't think they wanted to happen.
No, because they were starting to get that juggernaut feel, and yeah.
And then the Chiefs are starting to get a little scary, I think. Like,
Luckily, they were in a
Little
bye
bit.
week, and they lost to the Bills the week before they won the bye
and
week. So.
Seattle's the silent
Hopefully
killer.
Oh, Seattle's
Seattle
my.
is starting to become a favorite. Like I
Yo.
really want to go for the Bucks, but as good as I think the Bucks are, I think Seattle might be
I
better.
think Seattle, like that defense is.
Seattle is insane. Like, Sam Darnold's not making many mistakes. JSN is cooking.
That defense.
Cooper Kupp is there.
And then
He
you got
doesn't have to
and then
be
Shaheed has to just get implemented into the offense.
offense.
And then like they got Walker and Charbonnet. They're running game.
Their tight ends are good.
I had their defense in fantasy, and they had 2 fumble returns.
Yeah.
That's
from
the thing.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
I think that's who I picked, right? For my. Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, you
And
know
you
you
didn't pick him for
No,
anything.
I
No,
didn't pick him for
there's
anything.
no
No way
way.
you had
There's
him.
no
I didn't
way.
pick him for. I'm gonna star it though. How
The
about
defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I'm gonna star that though because I'm like I'm starting to
Williams would
think.
get it over him, but that's just me.
Well, now you start looking at people. You know how it goes. Somebody can get hurt, anything. I don't want nobody to get hurt, but you know what I mean. Like you got.
I
Like,
mean, he keeps returning touchdowns. That'll get
if
you.
he
in there.
keep doing it, then let's be real. Let's
Yeah.
be honest with oneself. Like
So
But yeah. So the coaching carousel is going to get crazy. Not sure how many coaches you'll see fired before the end of the
I think
year.
this is it for the last we've seen like that might happen in the mid-season and during the season. Everybody else is just gonna hold on to until the end of the season, I think.
Yeah.
Because Daboll's thing was y'all lost those 4
in a row, double-digit
away game losses.
away game fourth quarter losses. You had the lead all the way until like 10 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Because
and
if you would have
lost
won
every
those
game.
4, y'all be 6 and
it's
1.
bad decisions.
Yeah, we'd be
and stuff.
6-3.
Yeah, 6 and 3,
Yeah,
6 and
6
4.
and 3,
6 and 3. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I
You'd be competing.
timeouts. He's not good with timeouts.
He doesn't use his timeouts.
And I did not like the way and the people were right because he was so desperate to hold on to it. He was putting Dart in precarious situations.
He got to stop running. I'm like, these are designed. These are designed.
This is the play. Yeah.
And like Jermaine Illuminor's like, you got to stop running him. They're like, he wants to run. Yeah, and as the coach, you have to be daddy and go, no.
Or slide.
Yeah.
Like when I see you start sliding, we'll add more runs back in. Deal? Okay. Until that point, you'll get one. If you don't slide on it, no more runs.
At least if you slide, you get hit. We
It's
get
a
a first
penalty.
down.
If you get hurt on a slide, well, the other team cheated. We're playing that.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
yeah. So.
But all right. Well, y'all go ahead and
Thursday.
Thursday.
oh
night.
God, I forgot there's
Jets
a game.
Patriots.
Like, hold
Oh,
on.
that's
Another
right, I
horrible
forgot. Oh
Thursday.
yeah, they're putting the nor'easters out. Yeah,
Jets Patriots.
Patriots.
the Pats are
Jets
gonna
have
look
to
so
win,
good.
though. They won the last two.
They have won their last two. They ain't winning this.
Like, don't look at me like that. I'm a fact giver, okay? I'm
They
the
have
one
won the
that-
last two, but they're not beating the Patriots.
Okay, because I'm gonna put the Patriots, but
Aren't they coming to New England?
never
Yeah, they're
say
going to
never.
Fox.
Yeah, you're not going to Foxborough and beating them in their cool jerseys. Not with Mike Vrabel there.
Don't make me be the ignorant woman, okay?
Would you gonna take the Jets just cause?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
But if you keep saying I shouldn't, then there you go.
Oh my lord.
Don't eat of that tree. Anyway,
I do think the Pats are going to win, but I mean the Jets have, and they're starting to get a rhythm.
do you work for the network? Is that what this?
Not yet.
Okay. And, okay, now I get it.
I like it.
This game's gonna be riveting. But yeah, I'm definitely going Pats.
Same.
Yeah, okay.
I got the Pats.
So they made that easy. Yeah, comment. Let us know who you think's gonna win. That'll have 0 comments. Because who has no. But if you have any other coaches you think might be getting fired, or you have any ideas for some of these vacancies, go ahead and hit us in the comments.
We got 2 losers that need a coach.
3.
I don't need. Yeah, Eberflus got to go. Yeah,
But they need a defensive coach. So with that, go ahead and also like, subscribe, hit us on X, hit us on Instagram, and we'll see y'all next time. All right, peace.